Hello everybody, and welcome to AmateurCast, where we're getting you and your replays to be casted for my entertainment, and hopefully to help you improve a little bit as well. Today we'll be joined by Rick, and we're going to be going into a TVP. So without further ado, I'm going to go let Rick introduce our first player.
Hey everybody, and it looks like a TVP indeed. We have Cloud in the red trunks in the bottom right of the map, and he's our Protoss player.
Oh no, this isn't a Fun Day Monday replay, is it? Oh no.
Oh boy, we are in for some fun.
This is cheat. Okay, so LeGeND.
Doesn't matter. Legend in the top left corner in the blue trunks, he is our Terran player, and of course we get to see the Carbot animation star. He is just sporting next to his CC.
And it's
All right,
smiling.
here's what I got to do. Tell you everything I do always. Uh-oh.
Oh no. This sounds actually kind of interesting. I never expected to actually pull a Fun Day Monday replay, but that's just how it is sometimes. I mean, I'm
Okay.
actually lucky to have never run into one before, or unlucky, depending upon your actual opinion. So we're going to be
What?
seeing LeGeND going for Reaper Expo. This is going to make it really easy for us if he's actually just going to tell us everything that he's doing. Then we don't have to even look at him. We can just cast from his chat.
Oh boy, yeah, it's definitely happening. We were getting a Reaper expansion on a PVT here, and let's see here. Gateway down, assimilator.
Double gas.
Ooh, double gas. Yeah, what's gonna happen next?
Double gas is actually fairly standard. It happens a lot for players who are wanting to do tech quickly. For example, if you're wanting to go into something like Blink Stalkers. So you see it a lot in PvP. Sometimes you'll see it in PvT. I've seen a lot of games where it's just been one gas. But this probably means we're seeing an earlier Mothership Core, earlier Warp Gate tech. So just a little bit earlier on his tech, as opposed to going for a large number of pros slash Zelds earlier on.
Yep, and the cyber core is down, and we got that one Reaper already out. And of course, scouting is being done by LeGeND, which is something very nice to see, unlike our Protoss player Cloud, who has decided, you know what, I want to stay in the dark.
Well, he is going to be told everything that he needs to be told, considering that his opponent has done whatever this Fun Day Monday is.
Have you ever played a ladder game and been told truthfully about anything?
That is actually a very good point. I have once been told, once or twice been told, racist correctly, but you can't really trust anything your opponent is saying. However, in the name of Fun Day Monday, maybe you can. Maybe you can in the name of Day 9. We are going to be seeing a Mothership Core coming out at this point. LeGeND already has one Reaper on the way towards his opponent's base. Is going to be going up onto his natural expansion as well.
Wow, we really don't have to say much about LeGeND's position here. He's already telling us just about everything that he's doing. Cloud, on the other hand, he's got the Warp Gate research coming down, and a stalker, two stalkers at that. I think you're right in your analysis about the Blink Stalkers here, especially with two stalkers in the works.
Stalkers are just in the matchup in general. Stalkers are better earlier on, with the fact that they're able to take on Marines very easily. They're a very soft core counter to Marines, and being able to counter them before the stim and before the 1+1+1 comes up. So we are going to be seeing an engineering bay block coming up in the natural expansion, which is going to be scouted by Cloud, is going to be told by LeGeND. And I'm kind of curious to see what this lie is. He said he was allowed to lie once about what he's doing throughout this game. So I'm kind of curious to see what he's going to lie about.
Agreed. Oh, we got the engineering bay down in the factory, so of course he's not lying about that. Second Nexus is down, and look at that Twilight cancel. I'm sure he is rushing charge. That's why you get that thing, right?
Could be. Probably going to be Blink.
Oh, that's it, okay.
Okay, so I might have been a little bit wrong by saying that it wasn't going to be Blink Stalkers, and I never actually officially said that it was going to be not being Blink Stalkers, but it is going to be Blink Stalkers, which is a little bit interesting. King John is not necessarily the best place for this. I believe you can blink up this wall over here, and you might be able to. There's not really very many blink opportunities in the main and natural expansion. Once you get over to the third base and stuff, then it's a little bit different.
That's true, but I mean, Blink Stalkers are going to be definitely worth their weight in gold when it comes to blinking away from a fight. So that, again, Marines. And the Mothership Core was trying to do some damage poking in there, but chased off by the Marines with a LeGeND, or LeGeND as I call him.
Yeah, it is going to be scouted. The natural expansion is going to be scouted by the Mothership Core, which is good. I don't believe Legend told him about that. He might have. He's going to be
Yeah.
building a couple turrets, as he does say so himself. He does have a tank on the map, so he's looking to be in a pretty decent economic position. And really, this whole thing would suck if you're trying to cheese. I would just like to point that out. Well, oh, I'm building 2 barracks at your natural expansion. What?
Well, I mean, he hasn't lied just yet, but if he does do a hidden expo, that might be something that he could probably get away with. And that Reaper is down for the count.
Yes, it is. We're also going to be seeing that the gas is taken up at the natural expansion for a protest player, which means that he's probably going to be going up into. My best guess is going to be either a large number of Blink Stalkers, which we have seen a couple out right now, or we could also be seeing him moving up into Colossus Tech, Storm Tech. Personally, like I've always been on the stance, I really do prefer Colossus before Templar in the matchup.
Mhm.
I feel like they're a lot safer. And
Oh yeah, plenty.
really, Legend not going to do anything that really has to worry about it. I'm kind of curious to see how Blink Stalkers are going to be faring up against this and what he's really going to be doing with them, because there's only 3 out right now.
Oh, okay. I was about to say his third was his lie, but there, lo and behold, he decided, why not? I'll just say it.
Yeah, he's also going to be getting, according to him, 3 more gases, so he's going to be moving up into probably a
Ooh.
large number of Blink Stalker, or not Blink Stalkers, tanks. That's what Cloud's doing. Huh.
Yeah, and it looks like just one single volley off the siege tank, but that was one too many for all 3 of those stalkers to eat.
And they blinked straight out and didn't look back. Having an Immortal back home with a couple sentries, just standard for Cloud, is going to be up on 1 forge, not 2. Excuse me. Voice is getting a little bit cracky. If that's even a word. Snap, crackle, pop. Third base on the way for Cloud as well. Hellbat mech.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That is interesting. Well, I mean, he did scan and saw that there was an Immortal coming out. There's an Observer that's not being utilized, but 2 Immortals with a 3rd one just about to pop up. That's pretty interesting, man. What do you think about that?
The 2 Immortals, I feel like Immortals in their one Immortal will be fine, but a couple of Immortals are a little bit overkill in my opinion.
How about
Against
3?
a mechanical against a mechanical play, it's very helpful, especially if you see a large number of like siege tanks, to have the Immortals. And since he did know that his opponent is scouting that, then I don't really see a problem with this. I'd also like to see Archons come down though, on top of it. And we do see that the Templar Archives did finish up, so maybe that's what he's doing behind this.
You know what? If he really scouted a little bit more, I think Legend could probably roll in with these tanks, and especially with these Marines, and at least poke at Cloud a little bit, because there's nothing that Cloud has right now. I mean, he's been pretty greedy with his build so far.
Yeah, he's going to be going up onto a Stargate, or Starport. No, it's no Stargate, it's Stargate, Rotos.
Yes.
Oh boy, I always get this two mixed up. For some reason, they just have to be so similar to each other. In any case, I'm not really sure what we're going to be seeing from that. My best guess is probably Void Rays, but I don't really think Void Rays are the best option for him here.
Well, if he hadn't seen all those Marines, I'd say Void Rays probably wouldn't be too bad of an option, especially with the Hellions, the Hellbats, the Siege Tanks. Something tells me probably Banshees are going to get introduced to this mix sometime soon, just to have some sort of air dominance with the Vikings. But, oh, there we go. We got some Archons with some Templar. Nice.
So yeah, he's going to be going up onto Archons, and this is a very staple composition early game against a Terran player who's going mech, is the Immortal with the Archons. Later on, if you see him start transitioning up into air tech, then you can start moving into Tempest and stuff like that, which I think we're actually going to be seeing Cloud go for now, because he's going to be dropping down his fleet bacon. And yes, I did say bacon, because bacon is delicious. Ripped that off twice.
Yeah,
Well,
and
from
I
two
guess
people,
with this Fun Day Monday, you have to say when you push, too. And that's going to be...
And he's
oh
also,
my
he's going to tell him that the Hubbard man is going into the main. And he's also going to add in that it will be fabulous. Because that is important. It looks like he's going to actually... Is that the lie?
Why?
Is that
Yeah.
the lie?
And there he puts the Nexus can down the main, and I think he has fooled him just wholeheartedly
Oh,
enough.
but that's an unfortunate use of the lie, if I must say so myself. Here comes the major engagement coming between these two players. CJ's already getting off a few hot shots off on the Army. Army is going to fall back into the natural expansion, and Cloud is going to be constantly searching for that drop, I think. And I think that fool. I really think it was a misuse of the lie. If you want to be perfectly honest, I would say something like, "Oh, hey, I have 20 battlecruisers or something." Just freak out my opponent to go into a different tech path.
Well, it was a waste of a photon overcharge, and I think that was pretty good. Ooh,
He could have done.
I don't
He
know
honestly
how
could have
good
done that with a drop. But
engagement
yeah, the engagement's going to be coming up, and really, I don't think that Cloud is going to be able to push this. He might need a couple warp into charge lots. 2-2 start. Oh yeah, 2-2 starting. It was like 22 starting. What's that? It's like
That's the
football
new
term or
lineup.
something. I'm a gamer. I don't understand sports. Oh,
Sports? You know, like the sports pile? Yeah, and that third is going down for Cloud. There's just nothing he can do about that. Matter of fact, I think we're going to be seeing a GG relatively soon. There's not a whole lot he can do about
but
this.
it's okay. We have a Tempest on the field.
Oh, we do. And it's right in the way of the Vikings. Oh, and there it goes.
It actually take quite a bit of fire. So you could say it distracted the Viking a little bit.
Yeah. If only he could distract the siege tanks, too.
Yeah, that would be a little bit helpful, but, you know, siege tanks can't fire up. Otherwise, they'd be a little bit broken. We're going to be seeing Charge Lot Archon going to be sort of made for Cloud. Tempest added into this army as well, but really he doesn't have the resources to continue this, and Legend is just going to keep moving up into the natural expansion slowly but surely. And
there's the GG.
yep, the GG's coming out from there. So, Rick, what's one thing you think somebody can learn from this game? Besides the whole
Well,
trolling thing.
To be honest, I think Cloud could have, actually scouted more. Yeah, he was being told exactly what was what, but he really didn't know. Because there was a lie, and this is a ladder game, so who knows. He was also incredibly greedy. He had very little units he decided to go on, and the composition that he decided to pursue was a bit kind of funky for a TV P, especially a
Um,
mech TV.
Yeah, normally when you do see the mech play, it is with the Mortal Archon. That's the composition you want to get to with the Tempest overhead. The problem is that when Legend was outside his base moving in, he didn't really have the units, like you said, because he was playing so greedy. So I feel like it could be improved a little bit by making sure, A, double checking scouting, because like you said, ladder games, people sometimes, lie. It happens. So, if a little bit of making sure your opponent's doing exactly what they're telling you. Because
And
really
I'm sorry.
you could troll anything and say it's day 9.
Exactly.
And people wouldn't know it.
Yeah. And I know we joked about this earlier, but actually Charge would have made quite a difference.
I
if
think he did
had,
have charge, actually.
It-
Yep, he had charge.
Oh, he did have Charge.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
I feel like the charge lots probably would help at that point because they would be able to get on the tanks and get a little bit of damage done. There are hellbats on the field, though, which makes it a little bit more difficult. But you are Protoss. You can throw as many charge lots as you want in the face of your opponent so long as you have the resources to continue to do so.
That's just minerals.
Yeah, no one needs minerals. Not important.
Yep.
So, real quick announcement for everyone. You don't have a YouTube channel, I don't think, or a Twitch channel or anything, do you?
I do have a YouTube channel.
Okay. Hand that over to me after the cast is over, and I'll post it in the description below when we're done, so people can check you out. Another little bit of announcement, folks, for those of you who are interested. The tournament is coming up. It is on the end of the weekend. We have about 4 people signed up, I think. We have 4 or 5 people signed up right now, which is really good. We only need 3 or 4 people left to complete my 8-man bracket. And if you're interested in signing up, just send an email to ZookaMan900@gmail.com with your race, your league, and the account name that you are going to be participating in the tournament with, and we'll get you signed up as soon as possible. And one last little bit of announcement. Go in the comments below. Please thanks Rick for joining me. It was really good to have an opportunity to cast alongside somebody who I really don't talk to a whole lot. And by that I mean I've never talked to him before in my life. And
Yeah.
we did a pretty good cast, if I say so myself.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me on, and it was a pleasure. This is my first cast ever, so thanks for listening to me jabbering on.
All right, folks. This has been ZookaMan and Rick, and we
Take
will
care.
see you on the next cast.